What's up, guys? Magic Libra back today with Dark Magician test hands for my Dark Magician deck profile for March 2025. My second best profile that I've created so far. I'm still working on the current best one that I'm working on. Still need to do more testing and everything for it, but we're going to be doing some test hands for this profile. Because, like I said, if I got, I think, 25 likes on the vote, or if I got over 50 views for the deck profile, I would make the test hand video. So this is going to be that video. But anyways, let's go ahead and get on into the testing. So for starters, we are going to be going over 1, 2, 3, 4 or more different combos, I guess. Yeah, combos. It's been a while since I've done a combo video, so we're going to be doing Magician Souls plus Toy Box or Restage. So we're going to start off with the Restage first, because that is the more simple and short and easy one. So Restage is basically like Monster Reborn for any of our level 3 or lower spellcasters, so Magician Souls. So what we're going to do first off with this combo is we're going to activate our Magician Souls, and we are going to send our Dark Magician to the graveyard here, and then not Dark Magician, my bad. We're going to send our Dark Magician Girl to the graveyard. Then we're going to resolve Souls to send it to the graveyard and special summon the Dark Magician Girl, because Dark Magician Girl is an effect monster. Then we were going to activate the Magician's Restage. And then we're going to activate the Restage again to revive back our level 1 Spellcaster monster. Then we can activate Magician Soul's effect, sending the Restage to the grave to draw an additional card, mystery card. Then we will activate the Restage's effect when it is sent to the graveyard by any means. You can then search for a Magician continuous spell or trap card. I believe it's continuous spell, but we are going to search for the Magician's Right Hand. Then what we can do is activate the Magician's Right Hand. What Magician's Right Hand says is the first spell, card, or effect that would resolve that your opponent activates will be negated and destroyed while you control a spellcaster monster, and we control 2. So that's going to be our basically 2-card Omni Negate for spells, because this will negate stuff like Super Poly, Dark Roller No More, anything that says your opponent cannot activate anything in response. This is not an activation, this is just a floodgate, so it immediately just negates. That's why the Right Hand is so powerful in the Dark Magician deck and spellcaster related decks as well. Plus, we get any random draw that could be useful that we could just go into further combo with, but we don't know what this card could be. That would actually be useful. So, that is going to be it for combo number 1. For combo number 2, we're going to be doing Magician Souls plus Toy Box. So, we're going to start off by activating the Toy Box. We'll then activate Toy Box again to set the Toy Soldier from the deck to the spell and trap zone. We will then activate the Magician Souls, sending Dark Magician or Girl to the grave. This time we'll send Dark Magician to special summon the Magician Souls from our hand. At this point, you can do one of two things. I like to keep the Toy Box on the field. For this specific combo tutorial, we will be doing that. Or you could send the Toy Box with Soul's effect to draw 2. But this time we're only going to be drawing 1. So we activate Magician Souls to send the Toy Soldier that's face down in our spell and trap zone to the grave to draw 1 mystery card. So that's going to be this one over here. Then we will activate the Toy Box in the graveyard, because it was sent from spell and trap zone, to special summon it back to the field. When it is normal or special, if you control Toy Box, you can activate either of these effects. If you don't control Toy Box, you can only activate one of these effects. That is to add from your deck to your hand a Toy Box or a level 4 light effect monster or level 4 light monster. So if you control Toy Box, you can do the level 4 light monster, but if you don't control the toy box, you can only add toy box. So for that specific one, we can search for, I actually don't have it in here, how surprising. We can search for the Dogmatica Ecclesia the Rituous, which is a level 4 light. Then what you can do here is you can link these two off to go into an SP Little Knight for a form of interruption on your opponent's turn. And that's going to be it for combo number 2. Alright, so for combo number 3, we're actually going to be using Magician's Souls again with Nadir Servant. So what you'll do is you'll activate Magician's Souls to send the Dark Magician from deck to grave, to then special summon the souls so that you have a dark monster on your field or in the grave, it does not matter. Then activate the Nadir Servant to then send from extra deck the App Cologne to the grave, to then search for a dogmatic monster. We can search for the Maximus, and then the Nadir Servant will go to the grave. Then in your graveyard, you will activate the App Cologne's effect, which says to add a should all spell or trap from deck to hand. We will add the Schism. Then we must discard a card, so we will discard the Maximus. Your opponent is not likely to banish the Maximus from your grave, seeing that it is a brick and they don't really see how you're going to get that back, so don't worry about it. Our Nadir Servant will get it back for us. Then you have the Schism in your hand. So what you'll do is you will set the Schism in your spell and trap zone, and on your opponent's turn during their main phase, activate the Schism to banish the souls and to banish the App Cologne, to then summon El Shadal Winda to lock them into only one summon per turn. That is going to be it for combo number 4, I believe. Okay, so for combo number 5, we're going to have Imseti Gloria Porus plus any discard. So what you'll do is you'll activate the Imseti in hand to discard the Imseti plus another card in your hand, to then search for the King's Sarcophagus and to draw an additional card. Then you can play the King's Sarcophagus and then activate the King's Sarcophagus again to discard another card, to then search for, to then discard from your deck, mill from your deck, Happy Gloria Porus. Now the Horus monsters are inherit summons, so these are not activated effects, they just are inherit summons. While you control a King Sark, you can special summon them from the grave. So you can special summon Happy, and then you can special summon Imseti. Now this right here is just 3 interruptions. It is best to just leave these on the field to interrupt your opponent. If both of these monsters say if your opponent were to remove a card off your field, this one can spot remove, and this one, I think this one, yeah, this one spot removes, and then this one returns up to 2 cards from either player's graveyards, either to the hand or to the deck. Or if they were to attack any of your Horus monsters, you can activate the King Sark and then send that opponent's monster to the grave. So stuff like Dragoon, this doesn't target, it just sends it to grave. It doesn't say target that monster, send it to grave, it just says sends that monster to grave. So stuff like that can be targeted, that this can bypass that. That is going to be it for combo number 5, I believe. So this is basically 2 other combos, but this is going to be combo 6, and we'll just do a dual combo video. So it's going to be King Sarcophagus or Walls of the Imperial Tomb plus any 2 discards. So this is a 3-card combo strategy. If you don't have Imseti and you don't have access to it, if you have King Sark or the Walls, plus any 2 discards will work. So we'll start with the King Sark. So we'll play the King Sark from our hand, activate its effect, discard Dark Magician here, to then send from deck the Imseti, and then activate King Sark again. Discard Dark Magician to Dark Magician Girl to send Happy. Then you can special summon Happy and Imseti, just like the previous combo, and then you've got the whole setup again. The other combo here is to have any of these two cards plus Walls of Imperial Order. So this time you'll activate the Walls of Imperial Tomb, not Order, my bad. Walls of the Imperial Tomb, activate its effect to then add any horse monster, so you'll add the Imseti, but you'll have to place a card from your hand back on the bottom of your deck. Then, because you can search Imseti, you'll activate the Imseti, discard Imseti, and Dark Magician to then search for the King Sark. Then you get to draw a random card, so we'll just draw the Dark Magician Girl. And then you can play the King Sark, discarding Dark Magician Girl, sending Happy. Then, because you control two King Sarks, you can special Happy, you can special Imseti, and then you've got 3 layered interruption. And this one has an additional effect with the Horus Dragon monster, but we don't play that in the deck, so it's fine. It's just another King Sark. So if they get rid of one, it's fine. You can still activate either of these to remove them. And this King Sark comes with the ability that if they attack, then you can send their attacking monster to grave. So that's going to be it for all of the specific card combos. We're now going to get into the test hands. Okay, so for the first test hand, we're going to be doing 2 going first test hands, and we're going to be doing 1 going second test hand. So I'm just going to make sure that all of this is shuffled pretty evenly, pretty thoroughly. We're just going to be shuffling this up on camera, just you know, so y'all know that it isn't scripted. All right, just give this a couple of good shuffles here, and then we will get started with the test hands. All right, that'll work for me. All right, going first, we'll get 5 cards. Yep, it's 5. All right, and we get Dragon, Dark Magician stuff. Okay. All right. Right hand plus Souls is actually pretty decent. Plus Soul Servant is a draw. Maybe even go Fusion. We might even get a Dragoon out here, boys. All right. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Do we? Let's see. We have Souls. We could summon Dark Magician, play Secrets, go Dragoon. My bad. I knocked the camera down. Then we got 2 cards in hand. We could just play right hand with, it's 2 negates. Or we could do Souls, summon Souls, send these 2 to grave, get draw 2. Okay, so just these 2, we could get a Dragoon and a right hand with a discard with Dragoon. That's what we can get right here. Or I could just do the Souls, summon it. I could send these 2 to the grave, draw 2, banish the Soul Servant, draw another, so I get to draw 3 random mystery cards. And I have a right hand and a dragon. I think I'm going to want to go for the draw, because if I go for the Dragoon route, yeah, I get 2 Omni Negates basically for spell and for anything else. But that's all I got, and I'm going to be top decking. So I think I'm going to go for Magician Souls. We're going to send the Dark Magician Girl. How about that? Send Dark Magician Girl to the grave. Summon the Souls. Activate the effect of the Souls. Send these 2 spells to the grave. Shuffle the deck here. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, that is beautiful. Unfortunately, it's not beautiful enough, because restage, we have the right hand, and the Schism is a brick. Okay. Okay. Not really looking too good. Let's go ahead and banish that Soul Servant. and we'll draw that additional card. Now we're opening into some plays. We'll activate the Imseti, and we will discard. Does this add from deck or just deck or grave? Since a grave, you can add a magician from deck to hand. Okay, that's enough. So we'll activate. I keep bumping the tripod. It is so close to the mat. I am so sorry. We'll activate the Imseti, and we will discard. We'll keep that Schism. We need to put it back in the deck somehow. We'll discard. We will discard the dragon. We'll discard the dragon with Imseti. And then we will get to search for the King Sark. Searching for the King Sark. And we will get to draw a random card. Okay. We get the Dogmatika. We have yet to normal summon. So here's what we'll do. We'll play the King Sark in the spell and trap zone here, and we'll activate the King Sark. Screw it. We will discard. We'll discard the Schism. To then send. We have Imseti in the grave, so we'll send Happy. Sending Happy. Okay. We will normal summon Dogmatika Ecclesia the Virtuous. We will then special summon Happy because we control King Sark. We'll special summon Imseti for the same exact reason from the graves. We can then go and look at our extra deck here. We have 4 cards. We can go Tri-Heart and Right Hand, and that would, I think that would be a pretty strong play here. We could have SP as well. We could go 38. That might be a strong play here. I think we'll Xyz into number 38, Hope Harbinger. And then that might be the wrong play, actually. Yeah, that might be the wrong play here. Because we could play the Right Hand right here, and we could burn 2 spells, but I don't think that's the play here. I think the smartest play is we're gonna take can she be used as fusion material? I believe. I'm gonna read this card. Show a battle can only be used. Okay. Monster special from extra deck. Special this card. This card's normal or special. To activate the effect, add a Dogmatika card from deck to hand, except this. Also, you cannot special from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. That's good, because we didn't want to add. We don't have any extras in the grave anyway. So we will use Ecclesia for material, and we will use Souls for material, and we'll use the Beast Warrior for material to link into the Scareclaw Tri-Heart. And then we can play the Magician's Right Hand because Imseti is a dark spellcaster. The attribute doesn't have anything to do with this card. I just wanted to point out it's a dark spellcaster. But it's a spellcaster, so it works with Right Hand. So you have Tri-Heart, which switches everything into defense on both sides of the field. Obviously, the only thing that it doesn't work on is links. But that also means you have Right Hand to burn their first spell that resolves. You have Imseti if they choose to remove any of your cards besides Imseti. You can then spot remove one of their cards. And then if they go to attack your Tri-Heart or Imseti somehow, maybe they have links, you can go King Sark, send it to grave anyway. So you've got a Floodgate, an Omni Spell Negate, you've got spot removal, and you've got another spot removal. So pretty strong. You also have restage, so you could play restage. You could then revive back the souls if you so choose to during your next turn, maybe. Because like you could link into SPL Knight here with these, but then the right hand would be dead. King Sark would be dead. You'd only have the SP. So there is that option. But you could probably do that for next turn, and then you could send restage to the grave and get a draw off of that. But yeah. Alright, so that's going to be it for test hand number 1. Alright, that was 10 minutes for just one test hand. So let's go ahead and just do this as fast as we possibly can. I hope this doesn't turn into a 30-minute video. So this is going to be another going first hand. So again, we have the frickin' United Dragon. We've got some plays here. We got souls and toy box. I think that's what we're gonna want to do. So let's go ahead and activate that toy box. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and shift the mat up a little bit so I can have some space here. Okay, that way I can kind of have some space down here. Let's hold this out. I like having it in my hand. So we'll activate the toy box. The effect of toy box to set the toy soldier. I'll try not to bump that tripod. See at the very beginning? See at the very top? No? Alright, there you go. Toy soldier, set. We will then activate the Magician's Souls. We will send... Ooh. Do we have Dragoon? Did we get Dragoon? Nah. We'll send Dark Magician, though. And then we will special the souls. We will then activate the Dark Magical Circle. And we get to reveal 3 cards. Oh, nice. Soul Servant. Alright, we will grab the Soul Servant to our hand. And we will get to put these on top of the deck in any order, so we'll do that. I think we're going to get both of those cards anyways. I don't think it mattered. If we can shuffle a deck in some way, that would be nice. Ooh, actually, we'll send... We'll send, I do want... That was an evenly matched and a toy box. We don't really want that. But we have Dark Magician. So... I don't want to make this too complicated, so I'm just going to think short and quick. So I'm going to activate the Soul Servant to top deck the Magician's Salvation. Wherever Salvation be. Did I pass it up? Where'd it go? Found the Salvation. I'm going to grab that Eternal Soul wherever it might be. 3rd card. Alright. So we get to top deck the Salvation, put it on top. We'll then banish the Soul Servant to grab 1 card, which is Soul Salvation. We'll play Salvation to set the Eternal. Shuffle deck because we're fixing to draw. So we got the whole Circle Eternal combo going on right now. Alright, 2 cards in hand. We will then activate Magician's Souls. We'll send the Salvation and the Toy Soldier to then draw 2 cards. 1. Nice. 2. Oh, yeah, I mean, that works. That works. That works. And we still have another Dogmatica monster in the deck. Alright, cool. We'll activate the Toy Soldier when it's sent from... grave, so we'll special the Toy Soldier, and because we already have our level 4, we'll then search for the toy box. Wherever it is, toy box. So we can search for the toy box and put that in our hand. What we can then do now, because we have the Eternal set for next turn to do Circle Banish, we are probably, more than likely, we'll keep that Nadir Servant. We'll set that Toy Box. Actually, you know what? We can, let's go ahead and link claim real quick. Let's link these off, and we'll summon the SP Little Knight for an interruption. Then we will play. We have not normal summoned. Ooh, we have not normal summoned. That is an option. So we will activate the Nadir Servant, and we will send the App Cologne to grave to then search for a dogmatic monster. Search for the Maximus. And then we'll send the Nadir to grave. Then we will activate the App Cologne. Search for the trap. Search for the Schism. Alright, and then we must discard a card. Let's go ahead and discard the Maximus. And then we can... I wanted to play Toy Box and set the Toy Soldier again. But we want to set that Schism. We could activate... Yeah, we can activate Toy Box to pop itself. To then just play another Toy Box. Is that how that works? Destroy up to 2 cards in your spell and trap zones. Yep, that works. So we'll activate Toy Box. New Toy Box will set Toy Soldier. Then we can normal set this card because they don't know what's in our hand, so it can't be destroyed by monsters summoned from the extra deck. So that'll be an interesting buff for them. They won't know, like, why did we set a card? What's going on? This is 2025 with 2 cards in hand. Then we can summon Wenda on their turn. We can summon Dark Magician on their turn. If they try to attack us, we can send Toy Soldier. And that'll be that. We'll send Toy Soldier to destroy, but we won't be able to activate the Toy Soldier on their turn. But yeah, let's just go ahead and play into their turn. So it's gonna be main phase 1 of their turn. Let's say they summon a monster. We'll activate the Eternal Soul to special summon the Dark Magician, and then activate the circle to target their monster and banish. Then they'll probably summon or activate a spell. We'll activate the Schism. We will banish the App Cologne and the Magician's Souls to then summon the Window, locking them into only 1 special summon. Same with us, but we haven't done one yet because that don't count. It's only after it's on the field. So they'll probably link 1, maybe link 2. If they didn't summon a monster or activate a spell or whatever. If they go to attack into Winda or a face down, we're going to activate the Toy Box, sending Toy Soldier to pop the monster that attacks. Then we can activate Toy Soldier to special summon it. Now, unfortunately, our level 4 light monster is already right here, so we can't search it. And our other Toy Box is in the grave, so we can just summon this as a wall. And then we can reset it with the Toy Box. And then after that, it's just all up to combos in place. So we're going to go into our going second test hand. All right, so for our going second test hand, we will be doing a draw card versus 3 negates. So It could be any negate, but we'll just say it's an Ash Blossom, an Imperm, and an Effect Veiler. Now, we could have been going against that going first, but depending on who you're playing against, what deck you're playing against, with the new Blue Eyes, though, you could be playing against a lot of hand traps. But this is a all gas, no brakes type deck, so it's all about combo. Because we are playing with 2 and 3 card combos, there are no 1 card combos yet. So let's go ahead and draw into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What did we get? Soul Servant, Bad, Schism, Toy Box, Salvation, Illusion, and Nadir. That is full 3 card combo right there, plus discard to draw, Salvation for the Eternal, Schism to return back to hand. Oh, this is broken. This is broken. Okay. Let's go ahead, and we're facing against an Ash, an Imperm, and an Effect Veiler. Let's go ahead and activate the Toy Box to set the Toy Soldier from deck. Now they're going to Ash this. Let's go ahead and activate the Illusion of Chaos to then search for the Magician's Souls. And then we can put the Schism back on top of the deck. We can then activate the Magician's Souls to summon it by sending the Dark Magician to the grave. We are then going to activate the Salvation to set the Eternal Soul. Beautiful, it's right there. We will then activate the Magician's Souls to send Salvation and Soul Servant to the graveyard. They are then going to Effect Veiler this. Alright, so that is negated. Alright, we've already used Illusion of Chaos. So what we're going to do here is we're going to activate the Soul Servant to draw into a random draw card. There's still an Imperm that we have to go through, but I don't think it's going to be useful because they've already negated what they could. So we'll draw that 1 card. Very nice. Alright, let's see what we can do with that. Let's see what we can do with that. What we can do with that is we can set that and send it with Toy Box when they attack. We will then activate the Nadir Servant. The Imperm won't be able to negate the Nadir Servant because their Imperm wasn't set. It's in their hand. You're right, because it is going second. So it's possible it could be set, but it's only the 1 or 2. So we'll just play it and we'll dodge the Imperm. But Nadir Servant will then send the App Cologne to then search for the Maximus. I love how everything is just at the bottom. Then we can send the Nadir to the grave. Activate the App Cologne to search for the trap. Put it on top, didn't I? No? It is somewhere. It's at the bottom again. Alright. Search for the trap. And then we will discard 1 card. So we will discard the... Oh, crap. Can we get an extra deck monster engraved besides that one? It is possible. But yeah, we'll discard the Maximus. It's fine. And then we can have the Illusion of Chaos for next turn. But we will then set the Schism. And then because we're going second, they more than likely have summoned 2 or more extra deck monsters. So we can just use Magician's Souls for Typhon and summon Typhon. And we could probably put it in defense, so they have to beat over it with over 2,900. And this negates all activated effects, and I don't think they can activate effects of monsters with 3,000 or more attack. So they'll have to at least summon a 2,950, which is not likely, to beat over this dude. They got Imperm, which is good, but they went second. They probably control some cards, and the Imperm is set, so they could do that. So yeah, what we have here is Illusion of Chaos in our hand for next turn. But what we have on field is they can't activate monsters effects with 3,000 attack points or more. If they attack, we activate the toy box to send the restage to the grave. Restage will then activate to search us the Magician's Right Hand for our next turn. We can then activate the Schism to then banish the App Cologne. Ooh, we will have to banish the Dark Magician. Or we could banish that, doesn't matter, to summon ourselves a Windup. And then there is Eternal Soul to revive back the Dark Magician. So there is that option there. Alright, that's going to be it for all the test hands. We kind of went through a good portion of our main deck. It's just that the extra deck, these are just discard fodder for the Nadir Servant. The first Nadir Servant is always for the Shaddoll and then Winda play, but the second Nadir Servant is where these come in. So we will go ahead and include that in. We'll go ahead and include that in the last test hand, just to show you what all of these can do, because these never came up in pre-testing and actual testing. But any of these are just easy links. Any of these are for the Horus engine, and then you've got these for the fusions. But you didn't see any of these, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so this specific test hand is for later in the duel, when you've already went through your deck and etc., and you've already got one or more of your Dogmatic monsters in the grave. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're somehow back in your hand or in your deck. Not in your hand, either in your grave or in your deck. So you draw, and you have no cards in hand, but you draw a Nadir Servant. So you can still resolve this, actually, if you have any Dogmatic monster in your deck or in your grave, and we only play 2. So you play the Nadir Servant to send any monster with 1,500, because these both have 1,500 attack. With any monster that has 1,500 attack from your extra deck or higher attack from your extra deck to your grave. So that's going to be any of these 6 monsters here. Well, the other one was the App Cologne, but this is later on in the duel. We've already did the first Nadir Servant to go into Winda, and they removed our Winda, and this is banished already. So we've only got 5 to work with. We have 3 Deep Sea Prima Donna, we have the Tri Brigade, and we have Entis. They've already established their field. Our field is wiped, but they have no negates. So we'll play the Nadir Servant. We will send the Deep Sea Prima Donna to grave to then search for the Dogmatic Maximus to our hand. And then Prima Donna will activate. Its effect says when it's sent to grave, you can target 1 banished card and return it back to the hand. So we'll target this, and it goes back to the extra deck. Now you can activate the Maximus, and you can banish the Prima Donna to special the Maximus. Activate the effect of Maximus. We can then send from extra deck to grave 2, and their opponent has to send 2 as well. So we'll send the Entis and the Tri Brigade. Yeah, we'll send Entis and Tri Brigade. Now what happens is we will chain link 1, chain link 2. Chain link 2 resolves. Entis will pop a card on their field. Tri Brigade will allow us to draw any random card. So we'll just do a Nadir Servant, and then we place that card on the bottom of the deck as well. So it allows us to dig and fix our hand, but this only works if you have more than 1 card in your hand. If you have 0 cards in your hand, then drawing just lets you see what you could have got, and then you have to put it at the bottom of your deck. But let's say we had an extra card. What the? Oh, that's funny. All right. So let's say we already had 1 in our hand. We get to draw a Nadir Servant. Well, it's no point, so you put that at the bottom of the deck. All right, and then there you go. You ripped 2 cards out of your extra deck, but you also ripped 2 random cards out. You ripped 2 choice cards out of your opponent's extra deck. So the third Nadir Servant will also come up. Let's say they get rid of the Maximus. All right, you can then play the third Nadir Servant. This Nadir Servant is not supposed to be in the deck. I don't know where it came from, but it's supposed to be in the grave. But we will play the Nadir Servant. We can then send our Deep Sea Prima Donna, sorry for the proxy, to then search for the Maximus that's in our grave as well. Add it to our hand. And then the Nadir Servant goes to the grave. Now the Prima Donna, which is that card, will activate. You can target one card that's banished, add it back to hand. Then you can activate Maximus. You can banish the Tri-Brigade kit, which you're going to want to add back to hand later on, to summon the Maximus. And then Maximus can then send the Deep Sea Prima Donna and the App Cologne. Or you could send the Prima Donna and you could target 2 banished cards. Say they banish your Dark Magician, you could target the Tri-Brigade and your Dark Magician and shuffle it back to the, or add it back to the hand. So there's that. But that's basically it for the late game card combo with all of your Nadir Servants, because they are all live. Not a single one of them is dead after you resolve the first one. You can play all 3 in this deck. But that is going to be it for all of the test hands for my Dark Magician deck profile, guys. Now, is this the most competitive? No. This is the one that I enjoy playing the most because I love playing with Nadir Servant and the whole Shaddoll stuff. But I also am tackling the other version of this deck, which is with a couple of other engines, but with most of the same engines that are in this deck as well. We're just cutting out the Shaddoll stuff, and we're limiting a couple of the other cards that we already play in the deck. That's basically going to be it. So if you guys enjoyed the chest hands, make sure to leave a like, comment down below what was your favorite part, and don't forget to subscribe because it always helps me support the channel and keep making more videos for you guys. But that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching, and peace out.